Alrighty, good morning. My name is Patrouski, and today I'm going to be doing some shiny hunting here at the Swablu location while talking about the top 5 things that I'm personally excited for with Johto coming into the game semi-soon within the next couple of months, somewhere alongside spring 2023. Now, let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, to talk about this, I do have to bring up the 3 most important playstyles, or the 3 main playstyles, most common playstyles in PokeMMO. There's shiny hunting, money making, and PvP. And those are sort of the big couple things, and that's going to factor into these top 5 things. So, the number one thing that I'm the most excited for when heading into Johto is, of course, new shiny hunting locations. I'm a shiny hunter. It's the thing that I love the most to do in the game. It's incredible. It's fun. And when Johto comes out, they're going to bring in new different types of encounters. It's all the same Pokemon. We already have all of the Gen 2 Pokemon in the game. However, what's going to happen is there's going to be new spots, new locations. And this shakes things up a ton. This essentially is going to allow you to be able to shiny hunt other Pokemon faster, potentially. I've made a video talking about this a while ago, but I did like 8 months ago, a long time ago. Shinies that might get devalued with Johto, and what that essentially means is Pokemon that might get really a lot better or different spots for the ability to shiny hunt in Johto. So for example, we might see a Mareep horde. Mareep is a really big one. People are really looking forward to Mareep. Mareep is a really nice, beautiful shiny, really cool pink shiny, but you don't see it very often in PokeMMO. It's quite rare because it only has like single encounter locations at Altering Cave and then Safari Zone. Like, this is a very rare Pokemon, but there's a decent chance that we see like a ×3 horde in it in Johto. A Pokemon going from a single encounter and like kind of not really to a ×3 horde is a huge jump in time sink. A single encounter like that might take you 1,500 hours, or maybe a better accurate guesstimate like around 1,000 hours, around 1,000 hours for something like that. But with ×3 hordes, you could do it in like 50 to 100 hours. It's a huge difference. So Mareep, getting access to a location. The number one Pokemon that I'm looking forward to, I have 3 Pokemon that I want to see get shiny hunting spots, mostly in Johto. Miltank, Mareep, and Shuckle. People might be surprised to hear me say that I actually want to see a Shuckle spot in Johto, since I love Shuckle so much, and since I have a Shuckle myself. Getting a Shuckle spot would actually devalue my own Shuckle, right? However, I don't care about that. I've already caught my Shuckle. I have it. I got it from the Safari Zone, so I have it in a Safari Ball, which adds some distinction. I have it, the caught information saying it was caught in the Safari Zone. I'd be super happy with them adding a new shiny hunting location for Shuckle. I've actually talked about this on stream before. If they add a time, I've said that if they add a ×1 Shuckle location, so a single encounter Shuckle location, I will hunt for 1 more shiny Shuckle. If they add a ×3 horde for Shuckle, I will hunt for 3 more shiny Shuckles. And if they add a ×5 location for shiny Shuckle, or for Shuckle, I will hunt for 5 shiny Shuckles. So let's see what they do. I'm not sure. That's kind of my promise to the community, my commitment to just go hunt tons and tons of shiny Shuckles. We'll definitely see what happens. And then Miltank. Miltank is actually the Pokemon I'm the most looking forward to, funnily enough. Miltank is a really beautiful, really cool shiny, and currently you can only encounter Miltank at a very rare encounter rate in the Safari Zone only. That's it. It's very difficult to catch, very rare. So shiny Miltank is typically an egg hunt. So a Pokemon going from an egg hunt to even a single encounter, I'm hoping that we see it as a single encounter. It doesn't have to have a ×3 or ×5 horde. I just want to see Miltank at least as a single encounter. That's like the main things that I'm looking forward to, shiny hunting locations, specifically on those 3 Pokemon. Now, moving on. Gym reroute changes. Number 2, gym reroute changes. This essentially means that the best money-making method in the game, aka gym reruns, is going to be altered to be more efficient with new gyms being added to the game. There's a good chance that the profit per hour on gym runs slightly goes up with the release of Johto, as long as there's any gyms that are more efficient to do as opposed to doing the current route. Whenever any new gyms are added, we're able to reroute essentially create the most efficient path to do the most amount of gyms in an hour. That's pretty much it. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. It's fun to change such an old brain dead strategy. People get really sick of gym runs because it's so repetitive. I super understand it. It's cool to change the best strategy in the game, for money making. The third thing that I want to talk about is new money making methods in general. New money making methods is very comparable to the new shiny hunting locations. When you add new ways to hunt Pokemon that even have already existed, you may add more consistent catching methods. A really good example of this is Cyndaquil. There is like a 99.9% chance they move Cyndaquil out of the Hoenn Safari Zone and put him in the wild in Johto, the same way that every other region starters are in the wild in their own respective regions. So Cyndaquil will now be able to be farmed outside of the Safari Zone, reliably farmed. At the moment, you catch like 1.5 or like 0.5 Cyndaquils per hour. It's utterly terrible. There's a reason like every single Cyndaquil is like 20 to 30k minimum. Now, Cyndaquil's base price will definitely go down with the implementation of Johto, but you'll still be able to farm him a lot more, and I think that's pretty cool. So, new money-making methods like that could exist, or even new Shuckle spots, etc., etc. Shuckle's been pretty good money in the past as well, but they nerfed the rock spawn, so something like that could be pretty interesting. Now, moving on to number 4, competition. I love the idea of community competition. I'm personally going to be racing to try to get some of the first shinies, if not the first shiny in Johto. Obviously, that's pretty RNG based, but I would love to try to race to getting some of the first shinies in Johto, some of the first, caught at Johto locations, and I think that's a really cool thing. First completion of the region is another huge race. First Nuzlocke of Johto, stuff like that. It's really cool to see all the competition that comes in from a new region, all the excitement. And that kind of goes hand in hand with our number 5 and our honorable mention. So I technically have 6 things I want to talk about. Competition was number 4. Number 5 is just community hype. So community hype, all the content creators jumping together, all the just seeing people in game physically. Jumping into a new region in PokeMMO is such a unique experience. You're essentially reliving and reloving an old region, an old Pokemon game that many people have grown up with. And you're seeing it with multiple people for the first time or for the second time, right? Or for the multiple time. And it's really cool. Being able to physically see all of the people around you while loading into this region and playing through it, going to the first gym, some people getting stuck at the first gym, going to the second, it's just a really incredible, unique feeling. If you've never played a new Pokemon game alongside other people, this is going to be something very special that I really recommend you do. It's almost like everybody getting their Game Boy games, back in the day on the playground, and everybody just like sitting in like a corner or like sitting in like a circle and just playing, through Pokemon Gold together. It truly feels like that, if not better, in a modern form. I'm a huge fan of it. I think just playing alongside the community, playing through that first storyline together is such a unique and genuinely magical feeling, not to get too corny. And the number 6, my honorable mention, is watching content creators, seeing who will complete the first Nuzlocke, seeing who will discover the best money making method in Johto. Like, that's going to be such a cool thing. Who will discover the new shiny hunting locations, who will discover all of this stuff first, and who will put out videos on it is going to be super interesting. All of the jokes and laughs and fun from streams is going to be super exciting. So that's pretty much everything. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like on it if you did. Make sure to subscribe for future PokeMMO content every single day, videos every single day, and content covering Johto and the preparation, release, and just general community excitement alongside it. Discord link is down below if you're interested in that. You can subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, and if you want to go above and beyond, you can always support the channel via YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo. That's it for me. I'm going to keep shunting Swablu. Best of luck to me. Best of luck to you guys. Hopefully you guys can play some PokeMMO today. I'll see you later. Peace.